sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Big Pam! What's up?
I got
all right.
I got one that.
Yeah, I heard. I'm here too.
Yeah, I was gonna do this.
I said, just how you feeling, man?
Oh man, just amazing feeling. Overjoyed, overwhelmed. It went great. I just feel like I'm in a good spot.
Can you talk about the decision for FSU? What led to the decision to choose the Sundays?
I just made sure I viewed all my choices, made sure I went over everything. Man, it's so crazy. Like, one minute I was lost. At the beginning I was lost, just going through all, and then it just hit me like, just sit, relax, you know what I'm saying? Just view what every school have for you and view what they don't have for you. View how every school could benefit you and view how every school can't. It's just going over my pros and cons throughout the process. Building a relationship with coaches, players, former players, future recruits, Hall of Famers, people that's played under that coaching staff, the atmosphere. I asked so many questions, and it's all boiled down to, wherever I was comfortable with, and it was Florida State.
You got emotional when you talked about your mom and just the process that you've gone through. Just talk about how influential she was in your process, you're growing up and making this decision.
And if I tell you what we went through, you wouldn't believe it. It's been a long journey. It's only been my mom. I grew up with just my mom my whole life. So just to like realize where we came from and where we're at right now, it's amazing. Man, it's crazy. Like, I would never thought I'd be right here right now.
When did you know for sure that this was more or less when you?
Maybe 2 months ago.
How much did the start that they've had kind of just like reinforce that for you?
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't really look at the wins and losses. I just look at how they play. Because a team can get beat by 40 and still be the hardest working team in the nation. So it's just about how they work.
Well, seeing the progress, though, that's more and more.
Fact.
Not so much the wins and losses, but seeing how much better, like the progress they're making, how much of that kind of.
Well, that was definitely a plus to see what they're doing, how everything's going right now, for sure.
You got two of the biggest wide receiver names in Florida State history out here. How did you manage to get that?
All right, so once I decided to commit, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna commit. I'm thinking like, I just thought about like as I was, waiting for this day to come, like I see what everyone's doing. I see one kid brought out a gator. I see all these kids doing different things. I'm like, how could I be different? And I'm just like, I talk with my peoples and like, let's see if we get a Hall of Famer. Came across one, and there came another one. So then it was just like, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So as we did that, I was like, shit, we might as well get a jersey too. Make him come out the back with a jersey, and it's just say anything to get me out there, get Florida State out there, let everyone put the nation on notice.
It's kind of, with the Miami hat during the commitment, talk to me about that and that little speech you gave, man.
Miami was my first offer, so at the end of the day, I'm a very humble young man. I'm always know where I came from and where I started. So, I really appreciate Miami for recruiting me, everything they've done. So, at the end of the day, I'm going to show my respect.
Tell me a little bit about the relationship you built with Florida State staff. How tight are you with them, and what really sold you on you choosing them?
It's a crazy relationship. I've been talking to them for a while, so once you talk to somebody for a while, y'all get very comfortable, and it's like y'all forget about the football level and y'all just become friends, best friends, family. You know what I'm saying? It just feels like home.
Who's the one you connected with the most and why?
Coach Dugans. He's a receiver coach, and I talk to him all the time. He's from here, so we know what it's like.
What stood out about the way they've used their wide receivers so far this season? Can you kind of envision yourself in that scheme?
Yes, sir. Just seeing what Coach Dean is doing with their wide receivers. Transfer from Arizona, Pookie, Pokey. The way they scheme with their receivers, the way they use their receivers to their advantage. I think they can use me in a great way.
You committed today, obviously, but we know schools probably aren't going to stop trying to call you. So what do you do? Do you put everybody on the block now, or how do you treat it the rest of the way?
I mean, at the end of the day, I still ain't signed, but I think this home.
Do you know when you're planning? So do you know when you're planning to get back to Florida State?
Maybe their next home game. Probably, I think that's next weekend. I'm not sure.
So you have an official visit set for the Florida State-Florida game?
Yes, sir.
You're going to be taking an official to Texas A&M in December?
Yes, I should be.
Okay. Is there any other schools you think you may be visiting?
Nah.
And switching back over to Florida State, you talked about the start of the season that they've had, the LSU game in particular. Can you just kind of go through that and what you thought watching that game?
Man, it was crazy. It was electric.
Hey, love you, boy.
Love you too, Coach.
Congratulations, man.
Appreciate you.
Love you, man.
Appreciate you.
Real talk.
Yes, sir. That was one of the craziest atmospheres I've been in. You would think that LSU would have took over the stadium because it was in Louisiana, but I mean, Florida State had them outnumbered from players, fans, band, everything. It was just crazy.
You said you knew for about 2 months it was going to be Florida State. What was the moment, and did you tell them then? Did you silently commit at that point?
I forgot what day when I told them, but I told them maybe a month in, and they went crazy. They went nuts in the office.
And that's when they
Coach
started,
actually didn't believe me. He didn't stop playing with me. I said, okay, you'll see.
and that's when they started helping you get Snoop and some of these other guys here.
Yes, sir.
What's that?
Moving forward, are there any other prospects you want to bring to Florida State in particular? Any South Florida guys as well?
I was thinking about I'm gonna get Edwin Joseph. I gotta get him as a dog. I gotta get Jamari Sands, running back from St. Thomas. You know what I'm saying? I haven't looked at too many other people yet, you know. But
Those two
we
right
do
now.
a lot of recruiting.
What's your message to them? Why should they come to Florida State with you?
We're gonna break the internet. We're gonna break the internet. We're the best in the nation. We're the best in the nation.
What's that feeling every time you go to Tallahassee? What's that like?
It's a different vibe because, like, you know, you got two colleges so close together, and it's an extremely amount of college kids. You got a lot of kids from down south, so like it don't feel like you transfer into something really new. I mean, because that environment, but it's just new people. That's it.
You joining Omar in this class?
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about that. How excited are you to join him?
Man, I can't wait, man. I miss OG. I miss Omar, man.